If you are wanting to know how to get your ex back, then you need to stay tuned. Hello everyone, and shockingly, this is not another episode of Spilling the Tea Tuesday because this is a bonus video. I'm probably going to post it on Friday, so maybe it'll be like Fun with Affirming Friday. Who knows? But anyway, or Fun with Affirming with Flossie Friday. Because for those of you who may not know me, my name is Flossie and I'm a mindset manifestation coach. I'm also your OG Hype You Up Rampage Queen that is here on YouTube. I specialize in teaching people about law of assumption, how to have a mindset, how to manifest. And for you that don't know, I am a coach for Sammy Ingram of Sammy Ingram's Mermaid Gang. I've been coaching for her for almost 4 full years, and I'm about to start my 5th year. Yes, start my 5th year as a mindset coach. So without further ado, I'm going to talk to you today about how to get your ex back. Many people stumble on, law of assumption, manifestation, because they've had a relationship that broke up and they want to know how to get their ex back. In the manifestation community, we don't actually call an ex an ex. We refer to them as an SP or specific person because we don't acknowledge, the old 3D, the old things that we've experienced. We stay focused on getting what we want because we know what manifestation is, what law of assumption is, and what it is, for those of you who are new, sound like a broken record, but what it is we create our lives by having dominant thoughts and assumptions. When we have a dominant thought on a topic, that is what we experience in our 3D reality. The 3D is the world that we live in. It is what we experience. It is what we see, touch, hear, smell, etc. Just the term for it is 3D. But anyway, basically, I'll probably link a video up here about manifestation basics because I'm not going to go into extreme detail with it for those of you who already know what's up. But for the new people, essentially you manifest your life. You have thoughts about your life, you experience that. Your life is basically like an ongoing TV show, and you give a script to everybody, including yourself, and that script contains information of how people are going to be, how they're going to treat you, etc. And that information is based on your dominant thoughts on those topics. So essentially that's what manifestation is. When we experience not having a relationship anymore or a breakup, we had thoughts that didn't work for us. And essentially that led to us having the experience of having a relationship end or having a breakup. We manifested it. So how you manifest your specific person, so how you would get your ex back, someone that you've already had a relationship with, is to do a few things. First thing is you want to change your dominant thoughts and assumptions about that person so that your experience with them can change. This is typically what I tell clients to do. So I'm going to just try to assume that you know some things about manifestation and all this is going to make sense to you. So for those of you who understand what manifestation is, let's move forward. And for those of you that are new, you can watch some of my videos about what Manifestation 101. I do have a playlist. I can link that here. And we'll just get going. So this is what I instruct my clients. Number 1, if you're manifesting a specific person, I do recommend that you affirm for your manifestation abilities. Do you have to have amazing assumptions about manifestation abilities in order to manifest? No, but it often helps people. Why? Because it will negate when people are having negative thoughts about that they can't manifest what they want. Because that's a lot of times what people do think. So I do recommend, and I'm not a gatekeeper, neither is Sammy. So I do tell people exactly what to do, because why? You don't need coaching. You can manifest for yourself. And this is literally what I tell people. Number 1, affirm for your manifestation abilities. I tell people to affirm for 3 core concepts around manifestation abilities. I also have a video about it. I believe it's called Becoming Unstoppable. I'll try to link it here. I'm limited to how many things I can link. But anyway, I tell people to affirm 3 core concepts. 1, being a master of manifesting, or being a perfect expert manifester. You can affirm that many different ways. I literally say I'm a master manifesting. You can say I manifest perfectly. I'm the best manifester. I'm the manifestation expert. I'm a manifestation expert. I'm a powerful creator. I'm the operant power. I'm God. I'm God in my reality. I'm the most powerful manifestor that's ever existed. I'm the guru of conscious creation. I don't care how you say that you are a perfect expert manifester or something that means that to you, but I'm a master manifesting. 2, you always get what you want. You always get what you want. I literally say I always get what I want. You can say I get my manifestations immediately and effortlessly. I always get my desires quickly and easily. I get my shit hella quick. One of the affirmations I came up with is anything and everything I affirm manifests overnight no matter what. Or you can say, I get whatever I want whenever the fuck I want it. I mean, there's all different ways that you can say you get what you want. You pick one that works for you. And number 3 is you either choose between everything always working out for you or everything in your life always being perfect. I affirm everything always works out for me. Some people feel like that denotes struggle. If that's you, then don't use that one. But you can say everything always works out for me. Everything always goes my favor. Everything always goes my way. Or you can go over to the camp of everything in my life is always perfect. My life is always perfect. Some people even use isn't it wonderful. But anyway, pick something for each of those 3 core concepts and affirm 3 manifestation abilities. Number 2, I have people affirm for self-concept. Do you need self-concept to manifest? No. But a lot of people struggle with their self-concept in relation to what it is that they're manifesting. Some people might feel confident. They might actually think that they can, have at the end of the day any man that they want, or they might even think that they're the most beautiful man or woman who's ever existed on the face of the planet. But that doesn't mean that they have a good self-concept in relation to them being in a relationship. And I'll say that again, you can have a self-concept in relation to whatever it is that you're manifesting. And some people suck straight into the toilet. And so they need to work on that, period. I mean, do you need self-concept? No. For many people, do they get their manifestations faster? Yes. So why the fuck wouldn't you want to affirm for something if it's going to help you? So affirmations that imply that you're in a relationship, as in you're the version of you that's in a relationship, as in you in relation to a relationship, are things like, I'm an amazing girlfriend, partner, wife, spouse, husband, boyfriend, significant other. You can switch to whatever adjective you want. Some people say I'm a perfect partner. I'm a fabulous girlfriend. I'm a phenomenal wife. You know what I'm saying? Just any adjective that you're perfect, amazing, the best, phenomenal, wonderful, whatever. And then the word of your choice as far as a relationship term. You can also say, I feel more loved than ever. You're not going to feel more loved than ever if you're not in an amazing relationship. You can even say, I'm the happiest I've ever been, because you probably wouldn't be the happiest you've ever been if you're not in an awesome relationship. Or you can say, I'm in the best relationship of my life. You can also even consider saying something like, any man, woman, person that I love loves me more. You can even potentially go that route, but just something that implies to you that you are in a relationship. Now, you don't use SP's name, your specific person's name, with any of these affirmations. Why? Because it's self-concept, and self-concept doesn't involve another person. It is general. It's a generalized statement that's about you and you, in a relationship. Moving on. So you want to have that self-concept in relation to you manifesting that relationship. And then the other thing is creating affirmations that would imply that you have what you want. So if you are, you want to be back with your ex, remember we call that an SP, then you would want to have affirmations that imply that you have that. I don't sit in the camp of, SP's ready to be with me, or, I don't have affirmations that are reaffirming the old story, like, SP's crawling to me, apologizing to me. Because if you remember the video that I posted on Tuesday about thinking as if you have what you want, you would not be focused on, any fighting, any old story, any reunion scene. And the old story is whatever happened in the 3D that either caused you to not be together or was since you haven't been together. So, the arguing, the fighting, if you manifested a third party, and a third party is usually like a romantic interest of your SP. So if they started, being with someone else, that would be a third party. Or if there was a, friend or family member interfering, that could be a third party. But at any rate, you wouldn't be thinking all those negative things about that. You wouldn't be reaffirming that to yourself. So you want to have affirmations that imply that you are together, and you're like, just either that you're together or that your relationship is stronger than ever, things in that nature. I usually do recommend to people to, 1, affirm for SP's emotion, something that would, that you want them to be feeling. I generally suggest to use a strong emotion. You can say SP's madly in love with me. SP is completely, totally obsessed with me. SP's lovingly obsessed with me. SP's head over heels for me. They're crazy about me and totally infatuated with me. Whatever emotion that you want. but have it be a strong emotion to you. And then you can either do steps, end goal, or both. A lot of my clients do both. It depends how you feel about it. They don't conflict. If you're affirming, if you're in no contact and you're affirming that they're blowing up your phone, that does not conflict with affirming for your end goal of a relationship. Why? Because if you're in a relationship, they would be blowing up your phone. People might choose one or the other depending on how anxious they feel. If you feel really anxious about going to an end goal because you're in no contact and you can't fathom being, in a relationship, then maybe focus on, the step of them, having contact with you, which would mean that they're always contacting you, constantly contacting you, blowing up your phone, always calling, texting, snapping, whatever. If you do feel comfortable affirming for a relationship, then you can affirm for that relationship. However it is that you want to say it. How would you tell a friend if you had what you wanted? I'm so happy, SP and I are in a loving, committed relationship. Or you could say, I feel so secure in my relationship with SP, or SP loves being my boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, or, SP and I were stronger than ever, whatever that it is. But you would have an affirmation that would imply to you that you're in a relationship. And I do have videos about how to make affirmations for, relationships and specific person. And those are in a playlist that I have. If I have enough room, I'll try to link it here on how to make affirmations. But you would have an affirmation that about you being in a relationship. So like I said, you can do end goal, steps, or both. And then, I also talk about affirming for the thorn in your side. If they never made you the priority, well, you're the priority now. If they're not loving and affectionate, well, they're showering you with love and affection. If, you don't feel secure in the relationship, they do everything and anything to make you feel secure. It's things I've talked about in other videos. I think it was like a video of like SP does whatever it takes, or using the phrase whatever it takes, bending over backwards, things like that. But you can have an affirmation for whatever the thorn in your side is or was about your relationship. Once you know what affirmations that you're going to affirm, I typically recommend it for people to have a routine. You should affirm a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes per topic 3 times a day. Like, I mean focused affirming. I'll probably make a video eventually on focused affirming, but you want to, loop affirmations for several minutes, ideally 10, but it's understandable that people don't have 10 minutes for every topic. So, 3 to 5 minutes per topic, at least 3 times a day. And then you can fill some of your other time with robotic or power affirming, which I also have videos on. Having said that, the other big thing about, manifesting back a specific person, getting that relationship is getting rid of the old story. I talk about it. I've said it before. I've said it again. I like to do the FU letter, resistance letter. I know that Coach Nikki has talked about that. It was something that I learned from her many years ago. I have my own spin on it. She talks about it on, her YouTube page, but which I can link her page, somewhere below. But at any rate, the FU letter helps to get rid of resistance, old story. It helps to take the manifestation off the pedestal. Some of you may be familiar with manifestations being on the pedestal. That's not where we want them to be. It just helps to it helps to process the emotions that you don't process when you're manifesting a specific person, because in our mind, we're together. We're not processing some of the things that have happened. The FU letter can also help if you're getting triggered, if, you're seeing something in the 3D that you don't prefer, if you're noticing the time. There's all different reasons that you can use the FU letter to your advantage, but you write everything that you want to say to that person's face. If there's no repercussions or no need for social niceties, what would you say to their face? Then you write how you feel. Then you write about how you feel about manifesting whatever happened or that version of them, and then you destroy it. I typically follow that up with a command letter. I do have an entire video about command letters. I talk about them often, and I talk about these things because they work and they help people to deal with their unprocessed emotions and resistance and help them to get rid of the old story. If they weren't effective, we wouldn't talk about it. We wouldn't waste our time doing it ourselves, and we wouldn't talk about it to you. I don't tell you guys to do anything that I have not already personally done myself, period. So then I write a command letter. I write the letter to them. Remember, the FU letter is written to them, right? And then it's destroyed. The command letter is written to them. You can choose to keep it or not. It's up to you. I get rid of mine because when I write a FU letter, I then follow it up with a command letter. It's on the same paper. I get rid of it. Having said that, command letter, you write to them as if they're already doing what you want. It's almost like a written rampage. You're writing with confidence and authority. And then you're using words of conviction that we use in conversation when we are talking about something we believe to be true. Those type of words or phrases are things like facts, period, totally, completely, absolutely, legit, literally, because I said so, no matter what. The truth is, it's a fact. It's those type of phrases. And so to an SP, after you write the FU letter and get rid of the emotion, then you can be like, SP, you are literally madly in love with me, period. The fact is, you can't stand to be away from me. You legit worship the ground I walk on. You think I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you, no matter what. You're constantly telling me I love you and showering me with love and affection because I said so. You're totally, completely, absolutely, madly in love with me. Hardcore facts. So those are the type of things that you put in a letter. You put in the letter what you want them to do, what you want to experience, how you want your relationship to be, etc. But you just write it as if you write it as statements, as if that's the way that it is. You're madly in love with me, period. You literally worship the ground I walk on. You love being my boyfriend, partner, husband because I said so. You're constantly showering me with love and affection. Facts. You get the picture? That's what you do. Some people like to write the command letter by itself because they feel powerful, period. And then, of course, when you're manifesting that specific person, you need to keep a clean mental diet. There's a whole slew of videos on that. I could make this video be literally 2 hours long if I wanted to, talking about all the different things involved with manifesting a specific person. But if that's what you want, this is a good start. Feel free to watch my series about what not to do when manifesting a specific person or anything else, or what to do. I mean, I got 2 series. One tells you what to do and one tells you what not to do. And I talk about a lot of the pitfalls and things that sometimes go on that, you know, the pitfalls that people fall into, the most common mistakes that I see my clients making, because I've worked with thousands of people at this point in between, you know, initially doing Sammy's VIP group all the way back in the year 2000 to, you know, my own clients, my own, the VIP group that I've done with Nikki, my own VIP group, the boot camps that I've done. You know, there's a slew of people that I've worked with over the years, and I hear some of the same things, which is usually the topics of my videos. And so when my clients are going through some shiznits and this, that, and the other thing, I, you know, make a video on it when I see a consistent theme of issues and what I tell my clients to do and things that they can do about it. So check those series out for more information about how to, you know, manifest your specific person, a person that you've had a relationship with, or even a new person. I've got all sorts of videos. I'll probably make a video upcoming about specifically like how to manifest money and have it be a similar format. But at the end of the day, when you're manifesting that person, affirm for manifestation abilities, affirm some self-concept in relation to you getting that manifestation, a version of you that would have that. Create affirmations that imply you already have what you want. Don't waste time affirming things that don't indicate you have what you want, period. I wouldn't affirm anything that didn't imply I didn't have what I wanted. Think as if you have what you want. And then, you know, work on that old story. Get rid of some of that old story or the resistance or the emotions that aren't helping you, that are keeping you triggered, by using a tool like a FU letter. And then you can use things like a command letter to put yourself in a position of power. And, you know, you got to change that mindset. You got to change your dominant thought on that topic. You got to get your mind to the point that it thinks that what you're thinking could possibly be true, that what you're affirming could possibly be true, because you want that to become your dominant thought. You want your mind to have somewhat of a buy-in on it. So what? It can go to another part of your mind and actually have your 3D reality conform. You want that stuff to manifest. You want that stuff to come forward. And it's when your mind gets to that point that it thinks that what you're affirming could possibly be true, or those thoughts could possibly be true, that it starts to have your 3D reality conform and the manifestation happens. So hope this video has been helpful to you. Just thought I would record an extra video for you guys, a bonus video on how to manifest your specific person that you've already had a relationship with. And, you know, for those that are new here, welcome. Hit like, become a subscriber, because I make videos at least once a week and try to educate you guys on manifestation. So like, comment, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, concerns, video ideas, because I do try to check them out. And as usual, I'll talk to you later. So enjoy the bonus video. Bye.